In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to open the pivot table editor in Google Sheets. This is the panel that lets you control your rows, columns, values, and filters. So getting it to appear is the key to building or updating any pivot table. If you're starting from scratch, begin by selecting the data range you want to analyze. Be sure to include your header row because those headers become the field names you'll use inside the pivot editor. With your range highlighted, go to the Insert menu and choose Pivot Table. You'll be asked where to place it. Pick New Sheet if you want Google Sheets to create a clean worksheet for the pivot, or choose Existing Sheet if you prefer to place it somewhere within your current sheet. After you make your choice, click Create. As soon as the pivot is created, you'll see the Pivot Table Editor open on the right side of your screen. That's where you'll configure everything. You can expand rows, columns, values, and filters and click Add to start defining how your data should be summarized. Even if you don't add anything yet, just know the editor is the hub you'll return to whenever you need to tweak the layout or change calculations. If you already have a pivot table and just need the editor back, click any cell inside that pivot table. In most cases, the editor will immediately reappear on the right. If you don't see it, look toward the bottom left of the pivot table for a small edit button or a pencil icon and click it to reopen the editor for that specific pivot. Another reliable option is to select any cell inside the pivot, go up to the data menu and choose Pivot Table. That command will force the editor to open and link it to the pivot you've selected. This is especially helpful if you're working with multiple pivots in the same file and want to make sure you're editing the correct one. A quick pro tip as you work: the editor always controls the pivot table that currently has focus, meaning the one you clicked in last. If something isn't changing the way you expect, double check that your cursor is inside the right pivot before adjusting fields in the editor. And that's it. Now you know how to open the pivot table editor, whether you're creating a new pivot or returning to an existing one. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Google Sheets tips and tutorials.